took for legs, almost the same size. And if I'm heavy with it, then I'm cutting there. So here. So that's it. So, this is 2 millimeter. 2 millimeter. So and now. So, and this is almost the same technique. I'm try to catch the needle point. So, and I'm putting it together as a legs. So, here is it. So, and now comes really important part. Why I said I need here the space, because this space. This is pretty necessary, because I want to put through this construction. I want to put it this first left or right sides of this wire. So if it's not enough, you can make a hole inside. So in adopt this another construction for the body. So I'm always taking these big parts, to show you guys, so you don't have to take a huge one. So, and right or left, it doesn't matter. First step is to put it through this construction. Put it through this construction, like I don't know, so like a slider or something. So just put it. So isn't it? So. And then I'm taking for example, the right size. For example, I need to, I don't know, this guy is not tall or it's normal size. And I'm taking it, and this is about 3.5 inches. So, and I will cut them. So we have, it doesn't have to be the same size. You can just, that's enough. I would think this is enough. So. Yeah, just enough. So, and why we choose this material, because when you're doing movements, so something like that, I don't know, 50 times, I don't know, 100 times, this material is exactly that which we need for automation. There are some different materials when you, I don't know, 20 times and doing this movement, something goes wrong or a puppet just falls down or it breaks or whatever. In the end, I don't know, after maybe 100 movements, this puppet definitely broke down, But in this time and in this case, your movie is already done. You don't have to worry about it. For example, this project, I use this puppet for a commercial project, and this video is about 3 minutes, about 3.5 minutes. No, and this material was enough for that. So I've never ever had a problem with the puppet and never ever fixed that. That's worked really out, and that's what I need actually. When I have a puppet, I have to be sure this puppet is stable and can do the job. When you are shooting and during shooting something goes wrong or arm breaks, this is bad because you cannot fix it in a live. You have to cancel this footage and start from the beginning. So what do we got there, right? So, and now, we can choose this in the middle as one point, so one place, and put it together. exactly equal, but this is, yeah, this is important. So now we have the first construction for legs. So now I'm taking this tool. I will take this one. I'm taking this tool, and I will push them. I will push them together. But I mean, I'm careful because I need here a little space to connect the body. This part. So I'm pushing here in the beginning on the head, and I'm holding. So and then when we're ready, I'll show you the next step. So and then I take these two pieces, and I try to put it really heavily just on each other. So and I'm just moving like that. So and this is the first construction what I actually need for legs and for the body. So and you see this is a pretty simple. It's pretty simple. So and now, for example, we can start to build the legs. Let's say I'm in this part of this it's kind of basketball player or whatever. It's really so. And so, for example, we want iron or I don't know hobby, whatever. We can choose the right place. I mean, I'm showing you as example, but I mean you can choose your size. So, for example, for me, the size is enough. I'm happy with it. So, and I'm taking this tool, putting it together. This both part for this body, putting it together. Yeah. So that way, putting it together. So and I know, okay, this should be the right size. What I need, and just really simple movement. I'm pushing with the finger up there, like that. So in this way, I have this all the legs. This is the same level. It's pretty equal. Yeah. And you can see, for example, this construction can already stay on a table, so not falling down. So, but what we need is it's this one. We need this one because this looks pretty weird, and we cannot use it for the project for the animation. So we needed this one, and then after that, then comes definitely clay on it. But I mean, we needed this one. So I mean, as I said, it's depend what we wanna show in this project. So for example, if I wanna show, I don't know, the funny guy or comedy club and then kind of clown on the stage, then it's really easy because usually clowns using the big shoes, and in this case, okay. But in this shoe they're using is a huge, and in this case we don't have any problem. We need as a normal person. So we take in these tools and wire. And we'll take this tiny one. So and I mean you can guys choose the right place. I mean I would take this here, so about the I don't know the half of this finger. So here. So and try to push it and get the kind of a circle. So try to push it till I'm got this actually the structure for feet. So I'm pushing and I'm trying to get this form. So it looks like that. So as I said, I mean, this doesn't have to be the same size. I mean, you guys independently choose your right size. So and I got it already, and I know, okay, this is actually what I need. So, and this part of body, I'm cutting it off. So I don't need it anymore. So this is the right left leg. So in the right leg is just also the same technique. So we're taking a tool, pushing it, and try to get this right shape. And where we don't need, we're cutting it. And so now we have the legs, feet, and this part of the body actually where we need for the puppet to be stable. And now after that, we can prove it and show if it works. So, in this case, it doesn't matter. It looks ugly or it's a little bit, I don't know, weird or something like this. We can all the time push it. It worked out, and we see, okay, this construction what we done. This looks not so bad. This is good. So, and definitely after then comes the clay on it. And it makes much more safer, you know, and the puppet can stand, and you're sure it will not fall down. So, and this is the first construction what we need, and then comes after then this couple of things, and I show you guys how you can 10 times make the puppet stable. So this is the first time. So now we need the another part of body, and this is the next step. So we are taking a wire. So in this case, I will take this the same wire because this is an example, and I want to show you guys how it works. But I mean, if I have the legs with the 2.5 or 2 millimeter, it's enough. It's enough for puppet to be stable. And here I'm choosing sometimes 1 millimeter or 0.8 or 9. It depends what kind of character I'm building. If my character is a little bit fat guy, you know, it's funny, I know, moves really wild, then I need a really 2 millimeter wire, because the puppet with the puppet doing, it is pretty hard to animate, and I need this feeling, okay, this puppet is pretty stable and he cannot fall down. And I'm taking this 2 millimeter. 2 millimeter gives this possibility to build it really stable and be the puppet safe. And you also at the time you're shooting. So thank you. So first. So after then I catch this white one. So I'm taking this tool and pushing over here in this place and pushing it together. So now I'm sure this is safe. I mean, this is on the right place. And with the finger, I'm trying to connect the legs and this the body part with this movements. I mean, just with the finger, push it heavily on it. So, and when you're done, you can also with the tool in the last one, push it on it. So this first step is done. So the body is connected, not falls down. And this is really important, to have this feeling, okay, so we got it. So. Yeah. I mean, hold on it with this tool and with the finger to try to heavily just push it on this construction. Yeah. I mean, that's why we choose this material. That's why I choose this material because you can control it. So, yeah. So, are we ready? So, okay, cool. That's good. So, don't worry about it because this is a body part. It's constantly on it. Don't worry about it. It doesn't have to be perfect. So, okay. So, and the next part, the next step is we're taking the tool here, over here, and pushing it together. These two wires. And this is the same goal now. I mean, we have to be able to connect over here the hand, and this hole is really important. Yeah, this hole is really important. So, and after then also, so we holding this tool up there. And with the finger, we can do the same job, what we already done. It was the first step, and now it's the second step. Is just on the construction, you know, to heavily just push with the finger and try to connect it on it. So this was the second step. So now we have legs and this part of body. And in this case, we took a 2 millimeter wire. So 2 millimeter. Why? Because all this weight that comes on a puppet, it's over here, body, and this costume and stuff like that. So, and then we can put on the table and check it out if it works. It will work, but I mean, just to be safe. So, it works. Great. We have a balance, and that's good. So, in this case, this part of body, while we connect it with legs, that's pretty helpful because if the legs, let's say they are not safe, you can always play with this part as a real human, you know, to get a balance. And that's pretty helpful. I mean, this is almost a 50% of the job. So, and now, as you see, guys, we have arms here. And as I said, you know, if you have the idea or the story in your head, you want to tell a story, I don't know, for example, about a guy who is a weightlifter or something like that. I mean, you need a definitely strong, I mean, this 2 millimeter, the same one. Because if you want this guy, you know, that takes all this is heavy stuff, the arm should be also, I mean, with the same construction. I would not really recommend with the 0.5 or 8. I would recommend 1 millimeter or 2 millimeter. But I mean, in my case, I took 0.5, and this was enough for my puppet and for the job what the puppet done. So, and let's take the one 0. It is also enough. I mean, this is not really, but I would say that's enough. That's enough. So, I mean, as I said, you know, before then you saw in the building a puppet, you have to, you know, be sure what is your story and what you want to tell, and after then you can. So we'll take a little piece of them. So, and now in this case we need a much larger than usually the arms are, you know, because we have to connect it on this part of the body. I mean, this should be the right size, you know. So, and we are taking it now to 0.5. Do you guys have here the same material? Yeah, that's good. So that's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, don't worry about it. It's, I mean, you can control it. It's not a problem. What's important is that it's not short, and if it's longer, it's no problem. So that's it. So now, this is, as I said, 0.5, 0.3. So, and this is pretty easy to connect with this heavy part of body, because this wire is pretty, how can I say it, smooth. So, and we're talking about this, I don't know, this size, I would say that where it comes to shoulder, I'm holding it with the finger. I mean, you can put it down. I mean, if your character is funny, or I don't know, not a usually guy, because you also see the arms are not normal size for the human being. I mean, as you want. I mean, you can put it up there.
How much bigger will the head be?
Head comes actually over here. You can, there are two possibilities. You can use a head as a head, this part, or you can connect the little, really tiny parts of this wire, and in this case, this puppet will be able to, you know, move head like that, that, and you know, it's beautiful when you animate. So, I know this is the next step. So, and I'm holding here, over here, holding here. So, and also with finger in this case also. So I'm trying to left or right one, it does not matter. I'm trying to, the first step is one of them, of this party, to push it really heavily on it. So, and the next part is this next one. Take it and push it on it, on this construction. So in this case, more or less looks okay. But I mean, we need this, the arms to be able to, I don't know, to move really smooth, or take something cup or something like that. And we can a couple of times, 3-5 times, push of it, you know, 3-5 times, just try to push heavily on it. So that's it. So, and now I know, okay, this is the size of shoulder, and there are the arms, you know. And if you are not happy with arms, you can push it over and over again here, and when you get the right size, okay, you can start to pushing it. So here. So in this case, we have the arms. The arms, they working really, and are pretty safe, you know, to put the clay or some Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. So. So, I mean, this construction for once, this does not have a weight. I mean, that's no problem. I mean, this is not the reason sometimes why the puppet falls. I mean, this is pretty easy. So, and the next step comes also with the same wire, this 0.543. So, do you guys have enough? Yeah, is this okay? Check it out. That's okay, I will take this one. So, and in this case, for example, in this hole, what we left here, this is also the possibility to connect this head and this little tiny ball, connect through this hole, through this construction. This is a kind of option. I mean, it does not, you don't have to do that. I mean, I'm usually using it because sometimes, you know, when I'm pushing the clay on it, clay goes through this construction, and you know it stays on it, and it's 2 times safer than it would be as a normal wire. I mean, that's why I'm using this. But I mean, for example, for this puppet, I used almost the same construction for a head. I'll show you guys right now. So, come on. So, now stays, yeah. So, anyway, put a clay on it. I almost used the same construction. So, I took the wire, this 2 millimeter wire. So, and I put it through this hole, and I do the same, almost the same movement. I mean, just push it heavily on it, you know, and then this piece of wire, I try to push it, you know, heavily to get this kind of shape of ball, or I don't know, whatever, you know. That's it. So, but the thing is, if you need, so the puppet looks really perfect. So you can, and that was the one step. I mean, one option. The next option is, for example, I will take it away. So this was actually the first option. I mean, really easy option. So because if I have that and there comes clay on it, or silicone or latex, then you know it goes inside with these little structures and stays really safe in it. So, and also I can take this 0.3 wire, and for example, I know, okay, this is actually, this here should be somewhere ahead, yeah. I mean, this, usually I'm putting this hole a little bit, I mean, down, and I'm taking the wire to 0.3, and I'm connecting on a body, and I'll show you guys. I mean, this I'm taking it, and I mean, putting together again, and putting through this hole, and I'm pushing with the fingers heavily. So, and now I have a 0.31, and that gives me possibility to build the puppet. I mean, really perfect puppet. I mean, puppet looks as a human being, you know. I mean, this part of body this part of body should be really, I mean, is nice and perfect, and I wanted this puppet is so beautiful, and I'm taking this wire, and then, I mean, somewhere here, I'm trying to get a kind of shape of ball, so something like that. And you can imagine now, here comes the head, and this is this part of body. And through this construction, you can move head, right and left, or I don't know, that looks down or up here. And when the clay comes on it, it looks beautiful. It's really tiny and skinny and not so heavy. This is now it's an example, but I mean, if you are building the puppet, really nice puppet and beautiful one, I mean, definitely you are taking care, I mean, how the puppet looks like, or how perfect is your construction in it, you know. But I mean, this is for example, this is good one, because if the clay, do we have, okay, we have a clay here, so I'll show you now what I mean. For example, I will take this one, no, I'll take this one. So, for example, if the clay comes, so I think you're over here. So, I mean, this construction, what we done, this looks the same. I mean, in my puppet, this inside this construction is the same. This is this ugly one. I mean, this is no problem. I mean, if inside you have so many, I don't know, there's so many little ugly pieces, there's no problem. The main point is this construction is stable, and construction can move and do everything. And when clay comes on it, you see, I mean, how easily goes, when you push in the clay, goes through this construction, through these really tiny details. And that's great example how the clay holds on a wire, you know. And arms are a little bit difficult, but I mean, it's also not a problem, I can show. So now the clay stays really on this construction. So, and you know, then you can, I mean, make your, I don't know, own shape of body, but I mean, it stays on it. You see, this is the same one inside, and I put a really nice clothes, on it, and nobody has no idea what is inside. I mean, this inside this construction is a construction. I mean, this clay one, it's not important how it looks like. It could be, I don't know, ugly or not nice, but I mean, the shape, your costume, or I don't know, this first visual contact you have. This construction gives you possibility to have a nice puppet with all this movement, and be sure that the puppet you can animate and nothing goes wrong during the shooting. And for example, for feet, I'm taking a little piece of clay. Taking a little piece of clay, and we know already the feet working. Yeah, I mean, this construction works. We know already it, but I mean, when I'm taking a piece of clay, yeah, and pushing together, getting that kind of shape of shoe. I mean, it does not have to be perfect. It's enough. And I'm taking my puppet, and I'm putting on it and pushing it. And you feel how this clay goes through this construction. This is kind of a bones and sinews and completely your body, how it looks like. See? And then second part, this is the second is right leg, so it's kind of a shoe shape, you know. That's enough. And I'm taking this construction and I'm putting on it and pushing with my fingers, and I know already, okay, so it sticks around, so, and it's already done. And now I'm sure my puppet can stay. And not only stay, I can push the clay and it sticks on the table. And I'm happy. And for example, if I want to do some movement, that movement, for example. So I know puppet stays on the ground. That's good. So I know the kicker or something like that. And there are the basic things how you can build a puppet through this construction. And the really simple movements how you can, let's say, control the puppet and control all the movements and balance and how you actually animate. There are some steps and some, I don't know, some other options. For example, if it's jumps or if the puppet doing some kind of wild movement, how you can shoot it, how you can do that. There are some constructions also you can connect with the puppet, and in the post-production you can cut it down. But I mean, important is that we know, okay, there are the basic things. The things really works during the shooting, and that's what we need. Because now when I'm animating and this camera is ready, I know the light is on, and I'm on a set and I'm working, and I want to do this movement, the kicker, I don't know, jumps or whatever, and now I want to put the button and take a next shot. I'm not stressed out because I don't have any stress because the puppet is standing on the ground. I'm safe. The construction works, and I have enough time to not only push the button, at the same time I can check it out on the screen. This movement is a little bit wild. I have to put it back. Okay, now I go to the computer and I see, now it's good. And this couple of seconds, you don't have it if you don't have the puppet works. If the puppet works, you have less stress, you are less afraid, and animation looks really beautiful. In this, yeah.
Do you also have these wires in the fingers?
No, in the fingers, I don't have in the fingers because this puppet is, you see the sizes, I mean, in comparison with that, this is not the right one. And these fingers, I'm using the 4 fingers. The reason for that is because the 4 fingers is really comfortable to use it. And 5 fingers, you really, you cannot really use in a stop motion 5 fingers. This disturbs me. I don't know, maybe you have another taste, but I mean 4 fingers, it's really comfortable. Because all the 4 fingers you have, all these 4 fingers you can use. 5 fingers is a little bit weird. I mean, you don't need so much fingers. So, and for example, if this puppet is the right size, and if you need the puppet, you know, I don't know, he's a teacher, or this character is a preacher, or I don't know, and explains something with finger and says, I don't know, ooh, then maybe you need inside the hand, it's the same construction wire, but I'm usually not doing, because the clay I'm using, this is this one, and clay I'm using for finger, actually, without this construction inside, this 0.1 millimeter works really good. And I'm not really need this extra construction for him. You can do that, but I mean usually I'm not doing, because, for example, look, I mean you can do everything what you need to do.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, clay makes it possible. have to do that. As I said, it depends what you really want to tell, kind of story. But I mean, or it is a close-up shot, and you really need somebody, catch the cop and to get away. Then maybe, but I mean, usually I'm not really using for fingers and so. And that's there are the simple steps and the simple, let's say, the options. How we can build a puppet and how we can tell the story without stress and without any unnice stuff during animation. So, and I would say when you're doing your own project, at the same time you can also think about it, put your ideas together and think about it. Okay, that's good. That's what I already know. This is good, but I mean I need something special, and all the things which you extra you need, you can I don't know, try something or fixate on it or connect it on it and to try how it works. I mean that's how I get this idea from the construction, because for me it worked out, and I said that's great. But I mean, I like new challenges. I'm every time when I'm doing some kind of project, try to do something new and try to animate something I don't know, something what I've never done before. For example, in this case, this is a lip sync. And this was also new for me. And I've done, I don't know, 100 just little pieces, and I've changed it, and then I took a next shot, and then this is a simple emotions, what the puppet makes. But I mean, this was enough for this project to show the emotions. He's angry, he's happy, or he's terrified, or I don't know. And so that's what today me and Nikki wanted to show you guys. And as I said, now you know this basic tricks how you can build a puppet. And as I said, when you want to create a really beautiful character, then you know what you really exactly need. If it's a fat guy, you need definitely a 3 or 5 millimeter wire. If the guy is skinny and he's not heavy, then you need a 0.5 or 1 millimeter, and that's about it. What I wanted to show you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
It.
Are there any questions from the Zoom people? Hello?
Oh, is some people saying that?
No.
Everything is clear? No questions?
I have a question.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there can we have some of the wire or something so that I can try it myself as well,
Yeah.
twig or something?
You can
Okay.
just come to the studio and I can give you the wire and,
Okay,
and
cool.
the clay.
Thank you. Okay.
All right.
Good. Any
Thanks a lot,
questions?
Badrii.
You're welcome.
Great.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.
A nice movie.
Nice movie. Yeah, you liked it. Huh?
Yeah.
Happy. I'm happy. That's good. Peter, you can be on there. So.
Ah, 그치. Like the red one. Or do you have something you recommend?
No, not really. I mean, with this puppet I built with this clay,
Yeah.
and it became my favorite clay. I mean, maybe there are some better clays, but I mean, I'm working with them. I'm happy with them, and there are definitely some special clays. It's called Hollywood clay. I mean, Wallace and Gromit, they definitely working with another clay, but I mean, this is normal, because when you're doing the movements like that, you feel okay. It's not broken, or it's really worked out. There are some clays when you're doing some couple of movements, you see that it goes just wrong, and this clay makes this really nice smooth movements, and now 50, 60 times really makes possible, yeah. With the time you have to fix the puppet, definitely. I fixed it, I don't know, a couple of times during this project. I always think this project almost, more than 1 year, 1 year and 4 months, and definitely a couple of times I fixed my puppet, and this normal, you know, dust comes on a puppet, or I don't know, during the shooting something goes wrong, or finger, you have to always to make it fresh fingers, and you know, eyeballs, and you know, stuff like that. This you have to do that. Otherwise, your puppet looks, you know, in the end of the project, it will be really ugly. So that's it.
And what's the software you use?
Excuse me.
The software, or what program?
Software. I'm using this usual program, Dragon Frame, Submotion, and for post production, I'm using After Effects, Adobe Premiere. So I'm trying to shoot everything in original, so the original footage looks really good. The images are beautiful, you know, it has the right size, and when the original footage is good, then you can start anything you want to do, put the effects or whatever. But I'm always trying to just everything do in a live, and then if I need extras and special effect, then anytime I can put in After Effects. But I mean, I prefer to do everything in live. Do everything in live. It could be a jump or eye blinking or something like that, and when you watch the movie, you feel, okay, this is kind of effect. This is real, you know. And this is another. This is charming. This is beautiful, and you know, I prefer not to do as after then. There's so much special effects. It's kind of a Hollywood movie. I don't know. I'm doing it almost everything live. Yeah, that's it. So good. Great. Yeah,
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you very much.